Good evening, everyone. My name is Matt Adams. I'm the president of the Visual Arts Alliance. VAA was founded in 1981. We have 9 board members, and I would like to share a little bit of time. Board members, raise your hand, please, and I'm going to go around the room. Nell Gottlieb is chairman of our programs committee. Thank you, Nell. Julia is chairman of our publicity committee. Thank you. Continuing around is Homer Allen, who is our vice president. And Crystal Owens, member at large, previous publicity chairman, and we might have some others. Because I stress that VAA is all volunteer run. We do an amazing amount of activity. Is that a floor cleaner? Who knew? You know, when you go to Winter Street, you know, for something like, say, Fresh Arts, you know, you got the train going by at the most inconvenient time. It's Murphy's Law. Regardless, I do stress that this is an all-volunteer organization, and we produce 4 juried exhibits a year, monthly educational programs, monthly critiques, and members-only workshops. The next members-only workshop we have coming up is on strip framing, because all artists who print on stretched canvas need to know how to strip frame their work. If you want to keep up with us, I would recommend you grab a program card. It's over by the drinks. If you just got the drink and ran away, you missed the program cards. So this shows what's coming up. For example, the next educational program is titled Connecting Through Collecting. So Victoria Lightman is opening her house and is going to give a tour of her house. Soon coming in April, we have Art 720. This is the only fundraiser the VAA does. It's 12 hours of art, so 720 minutes of art. Artists are invited to come to an open area, an open yard, and create work from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So it's a communal way for artists to be creative. Then we have our strip framing workshop from 2 to 4. Then we install the show, complete with wall tags within Next Wall Gallery, and we have a reception at 6 o'clock of work that was made, that was finished that very day. It's a very different kind of event that I would encourage you, if you're an artist, to participate. If you just want to come to see the work being made, please do that also. I said we do 4 juried shows a year. When I came into this organization, it was hard for me to follow. All right, here in the spring, we have an open exhibition. That means that artists from all over the country, and we actually have people from outside the United States entering our shows, can go online, pay a fee, and enter a show. The next exhibit we have coming up is an invitational show. To be invited into this show, you have to perform 2 hours of volunteer work in the organization. We hire a juror, we give cash prizes, but there's no entrance fee. It's free to enter. And I would like to point out the juror, Chris Hyam. Raise your hand, Chris. Chris will be the juror for our next invitational show. Thank you for coming. And Chris represents the collector's market. This will be the second time we've had a collector be a juror. Following that invitational, in the fall, we have a membership show. Members only, online entry, you have to pay to enter. Following that, we have another invitational show, again for volunteers. So we have 4 juried shows a year, 2 you pay to get in, 2 you get in because you volunteer. Add all that up, and the show here tonight is the 71st juried exhibition that VAA has produced. I know it says 32nd, but it's a 32nd open show. We've also done 32 member shows and 7 invitationals. So I'm very excited that this organization, that is all volunteer run, can do this much work for the art community, both art fans and also artists. Something special that I'm supposing not everyone knows about is the CD that we make. On the membership show and the open show that you pay to get in, you enter online, all the submitted artworks go on this CD. And it's one PDF file, it's custom made, it's a beautiful file. We hand deliver this to about 50 galleries and art consultants in the Houston and surrounding areas. This is free for you to get on this CD. VAA is the only organization in the country that provides this benefit to artists that enter our juried shows. And I know galleries use these CDs. We do have them available for sale. Most were pre-ordered and paid for. We have, Marilyn, can you tell me how many available for sale? 6. They're $10 including tax. Marilyn, raise your hand. So she's taking care of the CDs for us tonight. If you prepay, get with her. If you'd like to buy one of the 6 we have available, get with her. All right, does someone think there's something that I have missed that I need to mention? All right, because I would like to turn it over to Sally for comments. You will know that in this exhibit, there are 32 artists who are VAA members. There are 11 that are not. Oh yeah, this is fun. Raise your hand if you entered this show. All right, keep your hand up if you got in the show. And it's, thank you. Congratulations to those of you who got in. It was a 10% acceptance rate. 10%. So congratulations to everyone who got in. It wasn't me this time, but that's okay. I've got another chance. So with that said, I would now like to turn this over to our esteemed curator and host for the exhibit, Sally Sprout.
First of all, can you hear me? I'm not good with this. No? How about this? This? I'm not going to prolong this. I said mostly what I have to say in my statement in the brochure. I think the one thing I might not have said was that without all of your submissions, I would have had nothing to do. So I want to thank you all so much. Those of you who got in and those of you who didn't get in. I really appreciate it. It was a lot to look at and lots of interesting work, and it was hard. And I'm a juror who agonizes, so it takes me a while to come up with the group that I want to select. I'm sorry about housekeeping. You know, the show must go on for housekeeping, not for this show, but for them. They keep going. So anyway, okay, I'm handing out awards, and I'll start with 3rd place. Is Darcy Rosenberger here? Darcy? Great. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Is it called Osley? Osley. It is an exquisite drawing. It's held up with clips. It's around this corner, and it's truly a beautiful, beautiful drawing. I want to say something about works on paper. Works on paper usually always lose to painting. Painting the noble, which has been noble for centuries. And wonderful works on paper, generally in juried shows, don't get a chance. But I think hers is very worth it. It's a beautiful drawing. Okay. 2nd place. Second place, another work on paper. It's a photograph. It's a master photograph. It's called Sweet Potato by Frank White. There is photography, in all of its permutations, and his, I really think, is a master photograph. The concept is wonderful. It's a combination of a sweet potato, which is organic, and some metal springs and so forth, and together he's put them to make a most interesting tableau, and the printing and the beauty of the photograph is really special. In first place, Leanne by Clark Nunn. Which piece this is. It is a painting, and it's a collage as well. It includes several elements in the piece, and I would call it a portrait. It's on the other side of the floor, and it's very, very interesting. It combines lots of elements to make it a very, very interesting piece. So that's it. The buck stops here. Thank you so much.
And Sally, on behalf of the Visual Arts Alliance Board, thank you very much for serving as juror. This is at least your third time. You've been a fan of the organization for quite some time, and we all appreciate your continued support. Thank you very, very much. At this time, we are going to, the cash prizes were $1,000, $800, and $500 was just given out. Will whoever has the programs begin to distribute them, because the award winners are in here, so we held them from you. All right, that's how that worked. So with that said, please get involved, ask questions, and enjoy the show. Thank you all very much.